Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about the best way to release the golf club. Okay, so let's talk about the best way to release the golf club. Now, before we dig into what I want to talk about here, I do want to let you guys know that this will be one of our extended YouTube videos. What we're going to do here is provide you guys with more free content. As we said, a lot of the things we can't fit into these normal YouTube videos that we want to give you more stuff. So we're going to, there'll be a link in the description down below. There's going to be a portion of our site, cogornogolf.com, where you can get more free videos. You don't have to pay anything, it's completely free. A lot of that will be extended versions of these videos. So for some of these moving forward, I'll let you know, hey, there will be an extended version. All you gotta do is there, sign up, completely free. You'll get shot the videos when they come out. So if you're interested in checking that out, check that out. Link will be in the description down below. So perfect way to, or the best way to release the golf club. Okay. As we work into the release pattern, if you watch good players, there are a couple different micro movements that we have to have a baseline understanding of what I'm saying, okay? So the first part we're gonna talk about in terms of the release with how your arms and hands work is the difference between flexion and extension, or just how your arms and hands work in space. So don't get nervous about the terms here, okay? So I could have my left wrist in 3 different types of positions. It can be completely flat, we'll call that flat. It can be bent back this way, which we're going to call flexion, like you're doing a flex here, your flexion, or it can be bent this way, which is extension. So down here in front of you, it can be flat, flexed, or extended, here, here, or here. What you don't want to have, or if you guys are, you have a flip look, or anyone who's hitting the ball high and short, if you struggle with contact, odds are you might struggle with too much extension, okay, or a flip look like that. What that does to the club is it makes the shaft lean back and it adds loft. Bad contact, high, short, right shots usually. What do we want to have an impact? We want to have flat or flexion, okay? One of the things, right, if you want to learn to pure your irons and hit the ball really solid, learning how to flex your lead wrist more than you even think is probably the #1 way to get there. In terms of arms and hands, if there's a secret to puring your irons, it's flexing your lead wrist. So part 1 of this is I need you guys to learn how to flex your left wrist. When I do my release, if we look at about hip high to hip high into the follow through, wrist flexion is one of the key elements, okay? So I'm gonna hit a little chip shot here first, hip high to hip high. From about hip high here to impact and into the follow through, I'm gonna feel like I take my left wrist from a flat position and I'm gonna actually increase the amount of flex at impact and past impact. Now, you might not actually do that when you hit a ball. This is a drill. Okay, some people watch this. Well, all the best players, this is a drill to go from into flexion from flat. So I'm down here, my left wrist is flat. I'm adding flex and I'm adding flex into my follow through. I'm gonna do a little half one here to start, just adding flex. Good. So that's part #1 is just learning how to do that. Just adding flex into my follow through, right? If my left hand was here in space, I want to have the top of my left wrist get farther forward than the bottom of my wrist. That is adding flexion. You're curling under into the follow through. That is part 1. How do you learn to do that, right? I like to do some hanger stuff. We'll talk more about that in the extended version of the drills here, but I want you to start learning this flexion move. Now, it's not good enough for you to just do this flexion part. That is part 1, where you can start to, I mean, that's about as pure as you can hit it. And you guys can all do this too. I'm telling you, this flexion part, like when I say, oh, I hit that pure, I'm not saying that like, look at me. I'm saying that like, you can do this stuff too. Why am I hitting that pure? Because my wrist conditions are good, right? Like you guys can do this stuff too. Wrist flexion is part 1, but one of the keys that goes along with that is forearm rotation or supination. The 2 things you need to release the golf club the best way are wrist flexion and arm supination. And you tie those 2 pieces together. You're flexing this way and you're rotating this way and you're doing them together. You're flexing and rotating. So I want you guys to do this. Put your left arm in front of you flat like this. Take your hand and put it even with your right leg. Now from here, from your right leg to your left leg, in this period of time, your wrist should be flat. I want you to go from flat to flexed, from your right leg to your left leg. flat to flexed, just like that. And now add rotation. So you're flat to flexed with your palm up. Flat to flex with your palm up. Flat to flex with your palm up. I just made it up on the spot, but that I think is a really good drill for you guys. Here to here, here to here. I'm gonna start using that. Here to here. You're going from flat to flex from your right leg to your left leg, and you're adding supination. How do you add supination? Palm more up towards the sky. That movement is a key movement in terms of releasing the golf club, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate one or two. I'm gonna feel flat to flexed from my right leg to my left leg with supination. Flat to flexed with supination. I'm gonna feel that from my right leg to my left leg all the way through impact. Yeah, that's about as solid as I can hit a ball. Now what happens is, right, so I hit that 8-iron. What happens is when you do that, the dynamic loft is gonna be turned down and the face will start to get close to the path, okay? And like that 8-iron I hit about a half swing and went 155 yards. My normal 8-iron only goes like 160. What you're gonna do is you're gonna learn to shut down your dynamic loft. Now some of you guys, again, flat at the right leg to flex at the left leg and adding palm up. Flat to flexed, adding supination, palm up to the sky. Some of you guys are gonna do this and you're gonna hit some pull hooks to the left because you never closed the club face before, and now you're kind of overdoing it, right? And that's good in the beginning, and you gotta learn how to get back to straight from there. Like a lot of you guys too, when your club face gets too open and you hit the ball way right all the time, and you do this and you're gonna pure it but pull hook, and you'll say, but I pull hooked that. No, like you're hitting the ball right for 10 years, dude. You gotta hit some pure left shots first, and I'll show you how to get back to straight. So there's some drills and some ways to do this and how to practice this that we're gonna talk about. Again, one more time in the extended version, what I want you guys to do is start with this. Right leg flat, left leg flexed. Right leg flat, left leg flexed. As I'm doing that, I'm adding a little arm rotation, okay? I'm adding my palm up. Flat, flex, palm up, and then I'm adding a little body rotation to it. So check out that link in the description. I'm gonna go over how to practice this kind of step by step, but those are the way that you release the club. You don't wanna be doing this extension here like this. You don't wanna be holding on to forearm rotation. Okay, part of this does matter how your grip is, if it's weak, neutral, or strong, but for the sake of this, we're adding flexion, we're adding supination. Those are the main points. Start with that, hit them left in the beginning, learn to take the dynamic loft off. That's how you pure your irons. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you guys liked the video, please do me a favor and click the like button, click the notification bell if you haven't, and also please subscribe. Again, another reminder, Cogorno Golf, our membership site is up and live. The link will be in the description down below. Thank you guys. Hi, I'm Eric Cogorno. We're excited to share Cogorno Golf with you guys. Here's some of what you'll get. First, an on-demand video library of over 100 instructional videos that cover everything. I'm talking setup, backswing, downswing, impact, short game, putting, and much more. Premium members will also have access to exclusive over-the-shoulder lessons where you'll watch me working on the lesson tee one-on-one with a student live. I'll be helping students not only through mechanical elements, but also through feels and drills they'll need to improve. We're providing a wide array of content, tools, and interaction points to help you get better. Plans will be starting at $19 per month.